Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things with my first couple of cards for the new year. This is going to be a technique video. It's actually going to be pretty quick, but it is a nice, easy way to get more shapes out of your die cuts and make use of every piece that you cut. So I am using the Stitched Nested Labels dies. This is what they look like, and I am using the second to smallest one, this one. This particular technique came about at a virtual crafting day with my team leader Libby, and she had received a card. It was a Christmas card, and she wanted us to replicate it, and of course I did not have there's a punch for it, and I did not have that. And these are little shapes, six-sided, and so I took the closest I had was this nested die, and I actually initially tried to replicate this look with this shape. And oh, hey, it looks like I have the wrong size. Just one moment, let me get the bigger one. So I believe I used this size initially, made a bunch of these, and attempted to make my card look somewhat like that. And of course, it did not work. So then I took these bits, which are sitting aside in a baggie, to maybe make a card. I wanted to get closer to our subject card that we were casing. So I grabbed the larger one and cut the shape. Let's see if this is wide enough. It might barely be wide enough. I'm going to go ahead and make that shape so I can show you how I didn't overthink it. You could be a lot more exact than what I did. So I have my die cutter sitting here. Alright, so we have this piece. It's a little edge and it's not perfect, but it will do for demonstration purposes. So from here, I eyeballed that six-sided shape and set it on my plate and ran it through. You could use washi, and you could take your plate and tape it down. I did not tape it down. I didn't have a lot of extra movement, and what I ended up with, of course, was the six-sided piece and then an extra piece. So after we finished making the card, let's talk a little bit about the card that I made. Playing with Patterns is the paper, and I used the press-on coffee set. So these two were cut on the Whisper White and then colored, just minimally colored with blends. And then I just mix and matched. The Thanks is cut actually not out of white, it's out of this piece from Playing with Patterns paper, and then I cut thick underneath. And I like to do that because there's no way that I was going to be able to pop that up. So I guess I'm really showing two techniques, and that is I went ahead and cut out of the thick white and then used mono glue. My mono glue, I just tap very lightly around all the letters and then press them together and let them dry. It's a very easy card. It looks really sharp and crisp when it's done, and so if you haven't given a shape card like this a try, there's a whole bunch of samples on Pinterest as well, because when we were looking, I was looking, actually I don't think Libby had to, because she had a punch that worked for her. And there's all sorts of different geometric type cards. So then we had the half piece left over, a chevron or whatever you want to call it. So we decided to take all of our leftover pieces and make card number 2 out of it. And this is what I came up with. Now, what I like about this card is that these trees in the background are left over from Christmas. I have a few floating around embossed backgrounds. I had the new the playing with patterns comes with a, if you buy the bundle, which I did, it comes with this alphabet set. So I went ahead and cut these letters. They're a little bit thicker than the thank you was, or the thanks from this other set, so I actually did trim up dimensionals to pop it up. Here's where I cut them out of the thick. And then I just colored them. I had these 2 blends sitting on my table, so I went ahead and just quickly colored to coordinate, and then laid out these chevrons, and they're all popped up. And then my thin, this is a I think it's last year's white, and there's actually, I don't know if I have it around here, a new white that came out in the new mini catalog, and I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of, I ended up ordering a couple of different times because of attending on stage, and I will show what this trim looks like in the new catalog. That is launching on the 4th, and I will be posting this before the 4th. So in the end, I end up with 2 nice geometric cards. Oh, and then I used the subtle embossing folder on this one. The little matte resin dots are the coordinating resin dots with this paper, and I actually really love the colors of this paper. I think it's very springy and cheerful, and a great first 2 cards to make in the new year. We actually made these after Christmas, and I was really done with Christmas and Thanksgiving cards at that point, so it was nice to work with these fun colors. So hopefully this has inspired you to try some new techniques, and if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them on YouTube or my blog, and I hope you guys are having a great new year. Thanks for watching. All of the products you've seen demonstrated today from Stampin' Up are available on my store at stuffandthings.com/shop, which redirects you to Stampin' Up. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I can sell to folks in the US only. Before you go, please like this video, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more card making tutorials.